Hi Internet, I'm Tango, and these are Tango's Takes. And today's take is on failure. Now, at this point, if you're old enough to be watching YouTube, you have probably heard the phrase, failure is not an option. If the person who said that with an earshot of you sincerely believed in it, they are wrong. That's right. Failure is an option. More importantly, if you take the Mythbusters approach, failure is always an option. Or, if you prefer Schlock Mercenary, Maxim 70 of the 70 Maxims for Highly Effective Mercenaries reads, failure is not an option, it is mandatory. The option is whether or not to let failure be the last thing you do. In short, failure, by other quotes, is the mother of learning. Failure provides opportunities to develop. How you respond to failure is important. What you do with failure is important. But step one is accepting you are going to fail and have a plan to act on it when you do. Have a plan to deal with it when you do. In a professional environment, this means a rollback plan frequently, or a plan B. In conventions like I tend to run, failure is, oh God, that line is 3 times the size we planned on, and plan B is built on the fly to go, where does this line go? Now, in some conventions, failure might be, oh God, where's the line I was expecting? And having to pay for your mistakes, sometimes in a quite literal sense. But ultimately, failure should be seen as an opportunity to learn. There is a short story I read. I want to say if it's part of a collection. I cannot at the moment remember the title, the author, or even if I have it in electronic or printed form. But it's about failure. There are 2 sons of a noble house in a spacefaring society. And one of them has never failed at anything they've tried. They are top of their class. They are a tactical genius. They have plans. They execute plans. The plans, I don't know that they necessarily worked to plan, but ultimately the plans worked. They won their battles. And the one that we spend most of the story following around is unable to get a base, they are not a military-minded person, but required to serve. They're not a tactically minded person, but required to provide tactics because of laws and history involving the responsibilities of the nobles and their culture. The younger brother is everything his older brother is not, and vice versa. There comes some sort of insurrection being developed. I don't remember if the older brother is the leader overall or just the military leader, but is bringing in, a stellar navy to take the capital system, if not capital world. Look, details fuzzy here, not actually important to the story I'm trying to tell. And the military can't seem to do a thing because the older brother has the loyalty and the support of everyone on his side. So the government pulls in the failure brother. Goes, help. I've never succeeded at a thing in my life. But yes, you know your brother and the rest of us don't. And what the failure brother learns is that they have a spy cam that eventually gets them access to the enemy's systems. And the younger brother learned how to deal with failure, and the older one did not. And so they were able to make it appear to the older brother's systems that plans were failing, that they were being defeated, even though they weren't, and communications were scrambled, so they couldn't get other real-time information. They were having to rely upon sensors. And ultimately, the younger brother wins the fight. Content warning: suicide. Because the older brother doesn't know how to process failure and kills himself, allowing the government to stand. And I'd like to see more in that world. I'd like to see the consequences of that. But the important part here is inability to process failure is going to destroy you. So failure is always an option. The option comes in what you choose to do with your failure. Until next time.